What's up, YouTube? With the March 5 update, increasing the krakatoa and so many other weapons, first one I wanted to do a build on was the krakatoa so you guys could see just how devastating this sniper really is. It is definitely better than the wedding invitation, and that's saying a lot because the wedding invitation was by far the best sniper that we had in this game. If you like this content or any other content that I have, like, share, and subscribe. Without any further ado, let's get into the intro. Okay, welcome back, Blue Crew. So here I just want to show you another one of those run and gun styles. As you see, this sniper just destroys. It kills everything so fast. No one will have complaints if they use this sniper. Yes, it's not the wedding invitation and it's not a one-shot, but I can still do 4 million crits like that one there with no problem. I also have remnant orbs like always because I like the damage that you can get from a remnant orb. It helps me just chain my damage a lot faster. And with the overkill, the skill that you get from your guardian rank, that remnant orb can actually grow exponentially and infinitely. You never have to worry about that damage capping off like you do with certain gun. With this sniper is the perfect pairing with that run and gun style that I love so much. That's why you see me use so many different phase slam builds. But this one is a phase grasp because it's the only one I could actually get my hands on. I actually think I prefer the phase grasp or the phase cast, excuse me, to the phase slam. Phase slam is definitely a boss build. It's for boss builds is how I'm starting to feel about that. So I'm gonna go with more like the phase cast because I can actually make a build around that that synergizes for mobbing and for killing bosses a lot easier. I do have a lot of mindfulness in this build too. That's why I'm able to move so fast, which also does increase my damage. But after you see my build that I'm actually using, you'll see why I do so much damage, why I'm able to do those 1 mil crits with every hit. When it comes to skills, I use the phase cast that explodes on contact because I can lock so many people in place and it makes it easier for me to actually kill them fast, and I get those remnant orbs and they'll kill the people that I couldn't grab with it. But it just wipes them out. See, it didn't even show that guy's health, it just showed him dying. I'm actually not even sure what just killed that guy, but I'm not mad about it. It could have been the volcano because his weapon does still have that volcano effect. You know, that's like the thing with the krakatoa. Is that volcano. The weapon increases they did to this gun was a 4.5 weapon damage increase, and it clearly shows here. I love that Gearbox is trying to make a lot more weapons viable in game instead of us just using the same meta. This makes it a lot easier for us to try different builds and try different things. That's why I'm happy I do so many builds, so you guys have an option to try different guns if you want. You don't have to stick with the same guns that everybody uses, like the Cutsman and you know, guns like that. A lot of people use the Cutsman. MP5 actually is probably going to be one of the new guns that everybody uses with that 80% critical hit increase while you're airborne, which is a weird one, but it makes for a fun play style. I just think the krakatoa is the best sniper in the game now. That is my opinion. I haven't tried the Storm yet. I will most likely be making you guys a Storm video so I can do a review on that and actually see how it is. I will have this the save file for this krakatoa build that I'm using. It will be in my Discord if you do want it. I am a PC player, just so you know. It will be there in case you do want to try it. Give it a try and see if you actually like it. All of those hits were at least 1 million damage. Don't believe me, rewind it and look at it again. All of them were. And see, the thing with this over the wedding invitation is a crit sniper. Most of the time, on most of these bosses, I don't hit crits at all, and it still does ridiculous damage. Yes, on Grave Ward, I hit crit spots, but who doesn't hit crit spots on Grave Ward because he has a huge crit spot, you know? No crits there. I guess there was some crits, but still. You see what I mean when I say best sniper in the game. seems the Gearbox is doing this to get us ready for Mayhem 2.0 that's coming out soon with those overpowered levels and everything else. So I'm really happy that they're trying, like I said, making a lot more guns more viable. Hopefully they do more updates like this to make even more guns that we didn't expect to be able to use more viable for us to use later on in the game. You know, like every other build video I do, I want to include clips of some boss kills so you guys can see that it does work on multiple bosses. And I think the highest remnant orb I've seen on this build was a 7 mil, which is a pretty good remnant orb if you ask me. Okay guys, let's get into the build. Like I said, start Krakatoa. Most important thing I have here. I have that phase cast because I'm going to start doing more phase casts instead of phase slams. They tend to work better with the run and gun style. The rest of these guns are just filler guns, but they're not bad filler guns at all. I may actually end up making some builds around these, so stay tuned for that. I got this transformer here. I got it with the incendiary damage so I can increase my overall Krakatoa damage. Using this shock Merv Hex so I can do more damage to shields. So it helps me with people who have shields. If you don't want to use this, you could use the incendiary version. I'm using this elemental projector, Victory Rush. It has an area of effect damage. It doesn't really affect us, but it helps the volcanoes. This driver is nice for this, the weapon damage and the sniper damage. It's not Jacob, so it didn't really help there with the critical damage, but everything else is nice. Going into my skill tree, the Mythical Assault, I have 5 points into Do Harm for that action skill damage. I have 5 points in the Violent Tapestry, gonna give me that status effect chance. I have 3 points in the Restless to give me that cooldown. 3 points in the Transcend so I can get that extra critical hit damage. In Ascendant, I have 1 point. I have 1 point because I have Stillness of Mind. That's the reason I have the point into Ascendant. Going down to Laid Bare, I have 3 points in the Laid Bare for that extra 25% damage, and that extra 40% damage with Wrath. 1 point into From Rest for the fire rate and the charge speed. Charge speed is big. I always have a Remnant Orb. Always. I love the Remnant Orb and I was explaining it earlier. 1 point into Avatar. In the Fist of Elements, I have 5 points into Anima for that status effect damage. I have 1 point into Steady Hands. It helps slightly, just enough. In Tempest, I do have 5 points because I want as much elemental damage as I can. That's Amara's main thing. In Dread, I do have 1 point, just in case I have somebody grasp when I kill them. Reloads my weapon. It's nice when it happens. It doesn't happen very often though. In my Brawl tree, Root to Rise, I have 3 points. Give me a little bit more sustain. Personal Space, I love Personal Space, and I try to use it for every build I use. 1 point for my class mod in the Clarity. Helping Hands, I have 5 points. 1 for my class mod. Splash damage, so the volcano is actually splash damage, so I maxed out my arms deal on this, and I have those 2 points from my class mod into Mindfulness. That is the end of this video guys. If you did like it, like, share, and subscribe, and take it easy.